Awesome. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Home Care Bosses Circle. So excited to see you here. So let me know where you're listening from. Let me know where you are listening from. So
This meeting is
excited whether
being
you're watching
recorded.
us here live on Zoom or any of our platform. Go ahead, let us know where you're listening from. We are super excited to be here. So if this is your first time to the circle, so this is an amazing platform where we do different things depending on the days and how I feel. We do different things. Most times we invite other people who are in the home care industry to share their story and be able to ask them questions, and so they can inspire you. At times we just get into circle and we get to know each other. So today is one of the days where we get to interview somebody who's really special to me today, so
Oh,
that way you guys can get inspired by her story, and hopefully that will kick something in you and make you do the things that you need to do in your business for you to move it forward. So go ahead, Rhoda. Go ahead, tell us in your own words who you are. Go ahead. Tell everyone who you are in your own words.
hi, everybody. Top of the evening to you. A great Tuesday evening. It does still feel like Monday, but I'm so glad to be here. Um, like I said, my name is Rhoda Blackwood. I hone and, well, let me back up. I gave birth to my home care agency in 2012. It's called Care for You Home, and we're located here in Baltimore, Maryland. Um, and I've been doing this home care business for quite some years now. But I'm sure as we go along this evening, you'll hear more details as where I am, where I was, how I got to be met this precious, beautiful soul, Sue Dennis. Um, and I'm really just excited to be here.
Awesome. But Woda is not, she just gave y'all a synopsis of this. Woda is not only a home care agency owner, Woda also, she's basically a multiple, like, I don't know, a serial entrepreneur. So can you tell the people about the other stuff that you do, if you don't mind? Because you never know who's watching and who's listening. And there may be something that you do that they need. So tell them more about your other passion. Yeah,
So,
how you combine your passion for food and home care together.
so I have another passion, which is cooking. And I'll cook anything and everything that I'm supposed to eat. And that's just the biblical girl right here speaking. Um, so I hone my other business. It's called Rhoda's Kitchen. That's all there is to it. My name, everybody knows me, so it's called Rhoda's Kitchen. As a matter of fact, I just catered my dad's 80th birthday party on Sunday. 175 people. Um, and I just love, and I guess you can tell, I just light up when I'm talking about food. The thing that is so great with me cooking and doing home care, I actually tie that into my home care business. Because a lot of times we meet on people who either don't like cooking, don't know how to cook, can't cook, don't care anything about cooking, but love to eat. And one of the things that is a blessing for me, being a Caribbean person, I can incorporate a whole lot of stuff into other culture to, put twist and things on there, and make meals. I do make meals so people who are not a client of mine as home care, but I make meals and they order stuff like for a whole week. So stuff like that I do on the side. And
Awesome.
I'm a great mom. I'm a mom of my two great boys, and I'm a wife, and I'm a church girl, and that's just me in one package.
And just from the introduction, I hope you guys got something already. Did you guys get something that you can combine two of your passion together and make them work? Where she combined her love for food and her love to serve the
Mhm.
elderly, and combine that in her own business. So was that helpful for some of you? Let me know in the chat. Did that turn on some light bulb for some of you? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Did that turn on some light bulb? Because for you, it may not be cooking. It may be something else. But I hope that turned on some light bulb and give you some ideas of some of the things that you can even incorporate in your home care business. So like you hear, Rhoda has been in business since 2012. So Rhoda, prior to you decided to start your home care agency, what type of work did you do before? And I know this is gonna open something for somebody as well. Because a lot of times
So,
people start saying they need to get this doctorate degree, they need this degree here to own a business. But I know your answer here gonna break some chain for somebody. Go ahead.
so listen. Believe it or not, I went to school to do business. So I have a AA degree in business administration. That works good for me in all the businesses that I attempt to do. So before home care, how I really got into home care, which is really a great passion of mine, but my other business that I had actually steered me into the home care industry, which was I had a cleaning business. And all of the clients that I was servicing was all elderly people. And I found out that when we go to do their cleaning, we weren't doing no cleaning. We were talking about everything else, and I'm, making something for them to eat, and I'm just there crying on my shoulder. I haven't spoken to my daughter in such a long time. I don't have anybody to look out for me, and all that stuff. So with that servant heart that I have, which actually my first home care job was when I was actually 10 or 12 years old, taking care of my grandmother in Jamaica when she had a stroke. That was the first time that I've ever washed anybody or helped anybody to go on the potty, not the commode, the potty, because that's what it was in Jamaica. It's not a commode. It didn't have wheels, but that's a complete different story. It didn't have any major seats, complete different story for another time. But that's how my caregiving started. And then when I migrated here and went back to school here and started my cleaning business, and I did not like the book work part of it. I liked the hands-on part of it. So somebody else did what they need to do with my books, and I went in. And that's how I started my home care, because all my people were old people and they needed more. And that's how I end up going into the home care services.
Awesome, awesome. So before I ask Rhoda for the next question, I just want to take like a quick break here to invite you guys, because next week we have something, 2 weeks from now, we have something amazing happening, and I want to make sure you guys know about it. I know a lot of you have been following me online for years or recently, right? And I can't wait to meet you guys in person, because June 13th to the 16th, we are having our annual conference, Group with 2 Millions. I can't wait to meet you in person. I see some of the names of people who are going to be there. I'm excited to see you. Rhoda is going to be there. I'm excited to see you again in person. So if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, this is the time. It's June 13th to the 16th.
Go get it. Go get it.
Yes, June 13th to the 16th for Lauderdale, Florida. And if you can't be in the room, we also have virtual option. But let me be upfront and transparent with y'all. Virtual is not the same as in person, okay? So don't come back after the conference and say, Sue, virtual was like, I don't know, it wasn't the same. It's not the same energy, okay? Let's get this clear. It's not the same energy. If you can be in person, but if you have to, hey, for whatever reason, you can't be there, but you still need to get something, do the virtual. We'll love to have you. You can go on our website, My Blueprint to Millions, and there you can look and you can get your ticket and learn more about it. So now my next question to Rhoda, back to our interview with Rhoda. So now my next question to Rhoda. So you had your business in 2012. I think I met you somewhere in 2019, 2000. Yeah, I think it was before the pandemic, somewhere either 2018, 2019. Right. I don't remember, but it was around that time. So tell us, what was your business like before you met me? Where were you? Like, give me a little backstory. Where was everything before you met me online? And then we've been stuck together since then.
Yep, like glue. So I started Care for You Home back in 2012. It was October 12, 2012 when I started. And I had no idea what I was doing. None whatsoever. So for like the first 2 years, I literally I think I had maybe like 3 or 4 clients because I was trying to get myself, into the industry, understanding more about the business. So for the first 2 years, it was not a major hit. But like year 2015 to 2017, 27, I did pretty good. And when I say pretty good, I'm talking about like maybe 150,000, 200,000 or something like that. And I thought that was a big deal. Oh, little country, oh, me coming from Jamaica, coming here, making almost $200,000. That was unbelievable. And I just thought that was the heights of the heights for me. And I felt great. I felt comfortable. Things was going great. Things happen here and there. Patient passed away, stuff dwindled down, come back up. But in 2018, I think it was the ending of 2018, somewhere around there, I was on Facebook. And every time I think about it, it makes me laugh. I was on Facebook, and sometimes I think that Facebook listens to your conversations, or if you say a word, something pops up right after that. Because out of the blues, Sue's Facebook page came on, and I start looking at it, and I'm like, oh no, this ain't nothing. This ain't real. She can't do all of what she said she can do. No. And I literally I didn't even take a chance. It took me a long time a very long time before I even attempt to sign up with Sue, back in those days. And back in those days, it was like pennies. It really was. And I thought that was a lot of money still, but I didn't trust her because I don't know her. It could be any random person on Facebook trying to scam me of my money. And I told her that. And it took me at least maybe a month or two. I don't remember how long it was before I actually said, okay, Sue, I'm gonna join this. I'll let you. I'll do I think it was your boot camp. I think it was first. It was a couple stuff. I don't remember.
So actually, what you did this. I did it was like it was kind of like I don't know if I call it boot camp, but you did the 5-day. I did the home care referral kickstart, and then you did the 5-day. Actually, somebody just got that class yesterday. I see him in here because now I have it. Back then I taught it live, and we all went through it.
Right.
And so you did that 5-day home care referral kickstart. That's what you did, and then from there you went on and do other things with me, and still doing other things with me right now. So yeah, so that's what you did. You did a 5-day my home care referral kickstart, basically my marketing course on how to get clients. And that's one of the things that when people register for the conference, I'm giving them 30 days access to the recording of this class. And I know for some people, when they see this class, they're like, oh, this is simple stuff, but it's powerful. Like when you get into it, you actually implement, it's powerful. It's a game changer. And I remember for you when you first I think once you got into the class and you start seeing the results, because I remember even like when you were trying to get into the class, you're very interested. But once we went to the 5-day class, class,
I was good.
And then you start seeing the things, and I know like you were on fire, and you've been on fire since then. So
yeah.
You've been on fire since then. Yeah. And after that, you went to my other coaching program, you've been to our conference, and now you're my mastermind. So you basically have done it all.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said earlier in the conversation, is I just was not very excited about being in that Kickstart program. I mean, I think I signed up after midnight. The thing is going to start tomorrow evening at Wednesday. It's going to start Wednesday, and I signed up tonight after 12 midnight. Not even with the whole thing. I was like, I'm not paying that all of that money. I'm doing a half of it first, and then we'll see what happens. And that's the truth. That's the honest truth. Was it the best thing I've done for my business? Absolutely yes. Would I do it again? Absolutely yes. Do I encourage you to do it? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. A lot of stuff that I thought that I know stuff, but I really didn't know. And one of the things that really stumped me on the very first part of the 5-day program was billable hours. That was like a eye opener for me. I didn't really think about what billable hours was or anything. And when this girl is asking me how much my billable hours, I'm like, what's billable hours? But it sounds simple, guys, but this is actually rather important because those are the foundation and the bedrock of what your business is or should be. Those are simple things that you should know, which is not simple. It sounds simple, but it's actually great things that we actually should know. And those are the things that what started throwing out there, and it started, triggering stuff and kickstarting my mind and restarting my brain and putting in a little bit more zest inside of me to do more. And that's where that really got started.
Awesome. So now tell me, so we've been working like for a while now. So what is your biggest, like, or maybe one of the biggest, I don't know if you can choose, and it can be anything. What is for you, what is the biggest breakthrough that you have experienced from our work together?
So one of the challenge that I had that you challenged me, because I'm in the state of Maryland, and Maryland is considered one of the 5 richest states in the whole United States of America. And there's a lot of elderly folks here in the state of Maryland. And there was also, and still is, a lot of home care agencies. A lot. My block alone has like 4 or 5 of us on here. So one of the things that I was kind of shortchanging myself. And one of the things that Sue said to me, raise your hourly rate. And I'm sitting there thinking, you have no idea what you're saying, lady. I have like 4 other people right here, and they're basically doing the same thing. And you're telling me that I need to raise my rate? Well, guess what? I was charging only $18 an hour in the state of Maryland. The first raise that I did, that I did was actually, I went from $18 an hour all the way up to $26 an hour. From 18 to 26. That was a major jump. And I thought to myself, when I'm telling these new people that it's going to be 26, that they're not going to sign up with me. That was completely opposite. There was no problem. And ever since then, I keep going and going up until I'm at a place where I'm more comfortable right now. And by doing that, I think it may be 60 to 90 days after the 5-day boot camp and the other class that I did. That was the
So don't go there. Don't even go there. Yeah, she's not telling y'all the whole story. Okay. I'm coaching this woman, okay? I'm coaching this woman. I'm like, okay, you need to raise your price, okay? And she's fighting me. I'm like, you pay me to tell you what to do.
Mm-hmm. It's
and
true.
Now you're fighting me on what I'm telling you. Makes this make
True.
sense, okay? And I'm like,
True.
she was like, no, you're in Florida where all the rich people are.
Yep.
It's not the same in Maryland. And she literally like fighting me on this.
It is so true. Oh my God, that's so true.
But after she fought me and she got back to her right mind, she was like, okay, I'm gonna raise my price. Then she raised her price. And now I think you are going to like, what was the biggest result you got as a result of raising your price? So yeah, you can go into that. Go ahead. What was the biggest result you have as a result of raising your price after that?
So, but after raising my price with all the current clients that I had, plus new ones that I had coming in within the first, I think it was about within the first 90 days, my gross was almost, I think it was 68 to 70 something $1,000. for the month. For the month. I still to this day can't believe that happened. And I want to do that every month moving forward. But that was my biggest month. I think I copied every checks that I received, pictures of those checks that I received for that 90 days. Every one of them, Ruth Edelman, Mr. Schlinger, Mr. Cross, Mr. Heisenberg, every one of them I actually photocopied. All of them was not permanently 24/7, but a lot of what happened was people were coming out of the hospital and I was the only person servicing the Jewish community at that time. And I was able to bump the price. Some was 26, some was 30. So, if it's gonna be only 2 weeks, I'm sorry, but your price can be 30 at $32. So that's how I kind of get all of that in there. And it felt good. And I didn't want to listen to this woman. I sure didn't want to listen to her. I fought her on everything all the way, literally. And I thought at one point she was going to say, like, you know what? Here's the money, get out of my class. But that's just I guess that's the way it was supposed to be so that I could have that moment. But yes, and that's the truth.
Awesome. Yeah. Did y'all hear? Like she made like I remember I still have that text. So I have the message where you messaged me, or either it was in the group. I have a screenshot somewhere because I do screenshot my little secret that I don't need to know, but it's coming out right now. I do screenshot your results. I screenshot my student results, and it doesn't have to be money results. It can be somebody who was in our program and their mindset changed, but they have a win. I screenshot their results because guess what? There are days that I'm having, because I want to be honest and upfront and transparent, because I know online everybody make like, hey, running a business is like the best thing after, I don't know how they say this thing, but it's not always great every day. There's ups, there's downs, right? There's ups, there's downs. And for me, in order to keep my mind and remember the ups, when I have the down day, I screenshot my student results. I screenshot my home care client testimonial. So when I'm having a bad day, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I really, if I'm up to this. So I go and look at them and like, okay, girl, you got it. Okay, you know what you're doing. Just keep going. So I wanted to share this with you because I don't want you to just look at me, look at Rhoda and say, oh, things work for them every day. No, that's not how it works. We have ups and downs, but we stay the course. We stay the course. We stay the course no matter what. We stay the course. So I remember for you, and I know I can find a screenshot somewhere if I go look for it on my computer. I remember for you were billing 1,000. You probably don't even remember. 1,190 hours.
Yes.
And then like more than double that. You went to like almost triple it. You went like to 3,000 hours.
I think it was 3,400 and something hours. I mean, literally.
Yeah, you went like you went from 1,190 to like 3,000 hours. And I remember you posted it somewhere in the group, and I screenshot it, and I still go back to this and look at it. That's why I know the number. And went to 380. Like that's a big jump for building like 1,190 hours, 3,000 hours in a month, and ended up having a best month where it's like $70,000 to like $80,000. That was definitely like a huge jump. So somebody has a question. They say, what were the things that you did? Hold on, what did she say? It was Shanika. She's like, oh, I don't see it anymore. I think she said something to the liking, what did you get? What did you do to get those clients? So if you want to share real quick, what was that was one thing that you did that helped you get those clients. Go ahead.
One of the main things, and it may sound cliche, but one of the main things was shifting my mind. My mindset was shifted. So I started feeling good about the one that I just got, and because the one that I just got, which is generally word of mouth from regular clients that I do have. I have a it's called the advertiser in the Jewish community. And ever since I have my agency, I've had that one little spot in that little magazine. So and like I said, I did limit myself to just that community. I did not open myself, and maybe if I did, it would be a whole lot different ballgame. But I limit myself to that one community. So every time any of the present clients know that their friends is coming out of the hospital, or Miss Bailey fell last night and broke her hip, and in as much as she's in the hospital, they need somebody to come in the hospital to be with her because they want some peace of mind. One of the other things that worked very well for me in that community was because they're Sabbath keepers, and after sunset, they don't know anything that's happening with their elderly loved ones or their clients. And if they're in a hospital or nursing home, I do added services where I would actually send the caregiver to the nursing home to check on their parents and go drive back to their house and say, you know what, she's doing fine, surgery went well, and blah, blah, blah. So it was, those clients that I had was from word of mouth and from the advertiser.
Awesome, awesome. So did that answer your question? I think it was Shanika that asked that question, because the chat moved fast. I don't see all the questions, so I think it was Shanika.
Yeah, she said yes.
Okay, awesome.
And you know what, guys? When you're feeling good about yourself, like Sue just mentioned a while ago, when you're down and you're not feeling you, it is hard to pick yourself up. It really is. And in this industry, things changes so rapidly that sometimes by the time you think of this, it's already gone. You have to think of something else. But when you have that positive force behind you, when you have people behind you, helping you to motivate you, it makes you feel so much better. And that in return gives you the energy and the push to push hard and push to go through some of those things to get to where you need to. And I've had bad days up here, poof, down here. You know, I have in I think in like 6 weeks to 8 weeks, I had 3 24-hour patients passed away. Look, y'all, that's a lot of money that's gone through the window. 3. And that can knock you down if you don't know what you're doing. But you got to, pick yourself up and go again. So yes.
Man, you said so many things that I want to touch on. The first thing, so many things. So the first thing you said is like the most important thing that you did was shifting your mindset.
Yep.
I cannot impress how that is so important. And if I am honest with you, and transparent, I was that person that like, okay, this whole mindset shifting thing,
don't work.
My mindset is good. I don't this whole mindset shifting thing. I was that person. But I realized mindset is really everything. Even like Tony Robbins said, your business is like 80% mindset. And that is true, because your business cannot grow past your mindset. Like, it's not going to happen. If you don't see it there, if your mind is not in the right place, your business can't grow. And I know sometimes it's hard for us to understand that. It was hard for me to understand that. And even sometimes, like, I have to remind myself, get yourself in the right mind space in order for your business to grow.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, your business cannot pass your growth. And that's one of the reasons, like any of the things that I do, whether you come to one of the things that I do live or virtual, or even when you come to the conference, June 13th to the 16th, when you come to the conference, the first day, the first thing that we're going to talk about is mindset. That's what we're going to talk about first, to help you shift your mindset. Then after that, we go into the strategy, because once your mindset is shifted, now you can really get the strategy and have basically what you need to actually implement those strategy. Monique say, hey, Monique, how you doing? Monique said she thought all the mindset shift was BS. Trust me, I thought the same. I'm like, mindset, I don't need no mindset. Give me the strategy. Give me the strategy. I don't need no mindset. That was me too. But as I learned, everything starts from the mind. And as I gone to so many good experience in life, I realized the mindset is really key. Because like I can give you all the strategies. If your mindset hasn't shifted, you're not gonna actually implement none of those strategies. So, but once your mindset shifts, then now you can implement the strategy. And another thing, like, and that's why y'all need to be at the conference. Make sure you get your ticket. We only have a few tickets left. Make sure you get your ticket. You need to be at the conference June 13th to the 16th for Lauderdale, Florida. Get your ticket. If you can make it in person, get the virtual ticket. We actually have a special on the virtual ticket. I think we have 2 more tickets left with the special. If you put code virtual 23, when you try to buy the virtual ticket, you get your virtual ticket for only $500. That's a steal. And not only you get that, somebody was asking, the first class that will that take from you? How much is this class? Can I get it? Yes, I still have that class. It is available, and you can pay for it if you like. But just like somebody else just said, like I see Cedric here. Cedric just bought that class maybe yesterday or 2 days ago. But when you in that class, it's $500. If you want that class, you can go ahead and buy it. You can go to the website homecarereferralkickstart.com. But guess what? I've even something better. When you purchase the conference ticket, basically for almost the same price, you get 30 days access to the marketing class and you get the conference. So you get the best of both worlds. So if you need to, if you want to do that, if you want the class, I will say join the conference. Even if you do virtual, you still get access to it. Then you're gonna get more even at the conference, because at the conference, the 2 main things we're gonna focus on is marketing and sales. That's the 2 things. Over 3 days, we're gonna cover marketing and sales, and that leads me into the next thing that you talk about. She said, did she tell you how many clients she lost in a short time? Do you guys remember? She lost 3 24-hour clients. I don't know if you guys understand. I don't think you guys understand what that means.
That's over 2,000 billable hours. Over 2,000 billable hours.
That can break your business right there. I don't know if you guys understand why that means. 3 24-hour client, man, yeah, it's like, it's crazy. 3 24-hour client, right? It
happens.
So it's super scary to lose 3 clients all at once. And that's why it's always important that you don't stop marketing. Because this business, things happen. People pass away. So you can't stop marketing when you start making money. I've seen it all the time. People start
that has happened to me.
They start making money. Either they get comfortable, or either now they have more work and they're trying to balance it all. And then the first thing that they neglect, because most of us don't like marketing. So the first thing that we neglect is what we don't like. And then once something happened, now you find yourself in a place that you are not expected to be. So that's why it's always important that you keep marketing. And a lot of us don't like marketing, not because we don't truly like it, it's because we don't really know how to do it. So it doesn't feel like weird. It doesn't feel like you're a pastor and that kind of stuff. Can any of you identify with that? Can any of you identify with that? Can any of you identify with that? Let me know. And anything you have to say on that, Rhoda?
As a matter of fact, oh man, I just lost my thought. My thought.
That's okay. But let's go to last year. Last year you came to our conference. Last year October, we had our conference. Last year October. Awesome. We had a conference. So why would you say, like, if you, because I know we can describe the conference, and I know there's somebody that may be here, they're like, I follow, actually, you're the perfect person to answer this question. Great. And this question just came to my head. So this It might be somebody in here that's like, you know what? I follow Sue. I'm on a YouTube. I'm on a free group. I paid for a couple of things here and there. So I'm afraid that I'm gonna go to this conference and I'm just gonna hear the same old thing that she says online over and over again for 3 days. And I don't think I'm gonna learn anything. So since you follow me for a long time and you probably have purchased almost all the programs that I have, except maybe just my startup program, because when I met you already started. But I think everything else beyond that, you done
Yep.
done. So why would you tell somebody that's thinking like this about the conference?
Well, you know me, I'm just gonna say it in a few words. If you want to be the best of you, which you should be, this is where you need to be. Just the energy alone in that room with other home care bosses or others who are trying to get themselves into the home care industry. Just the energy alone, it will just completely blow your mind. Yes, it doesn't matter if you hear the same story 3 or 4 times over and over again. Trust me, it's a reason why you're hearing it over and over again until you need to get it settled in that brain of yours. I cannot stress you, and I cannot stress to you enough. Please invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. We spend money and get our hair done for $500 and $300, and we buy the most expensive. Listen, I'm talking to you because I know what I've done. We buy the most expensive pocketbooks, and I'm not here to downplay you guys, to downplay anybody. I'm just speaking honestly and encouraging you at the same time. Because if somebody didn't do that for me, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I'm imploring you, and I'm actually begging you guys. If it's even 10 of you that's on here, I don't even know how many people's on here right now. 37 people is on right in the group right here. If it's even 10 out of the 37 of you sign up, I promise you, just meeting other people, getting all these ideas, getting all these market plans, and hear other people's stories. Trust me, it would be one of the best things that you can do for yourself. I have been around a long time, and I thought I know a lot of stuff, but I'm telling you, when I went to the conference last year, there was so much information that I'm sitting there thinking, my brain can't take no more, Sue. But it is the truth. It is so important, and it is such a great event. And just being around like-minded people who are doing the same thing that you're doing and who is making it big, that alone is going to be a motivator for you to do it.
Awesome, 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 awesome. So far, so we're gonna get ready to close. I want each one of you to drop, whether you're watching me on any of the platform or here on Zoom, drop what is one thing that you got inspired from what Rhoda said that's move something out for you today.
Oh, and one thing,
I don't want. Okay.
And one thing that I want to share, not mean to cut you off, Sue, that is very, very important. And this is about my personal life now. In all of this right here, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. That was 2018. Breast cancer, y'all. Ain't nobody leave their house at 8 o'clock in the morning on December 30, I think it was 28th or 27th, and doctors telling you that you have breast cancer. All of this happened while I was getting treatment and doing all of that. So I don't care where in your life you think you are. Let me speak to y'all right now. I don't care where you think you are. I shouldn't say I don't care. It doesn't matter where you are right now in your life. There is always something better on the other side of the page. The worst place that you can go is on the floor because you ain't dead. So you're not gonna go under the earth. You will fall right on top of the earth. And the only thing that you can do is get up, brush yourself off, and move on again. So when I tell you, grab those tickets and go make a difference in your life. If you're getting treatment for cancer, if you're getting treatment for depression, if you're getting treatment for anxiety, if you're having husband problem, if your kids are driving you crazy, pack your bags and run away for 3 days and invest in yourself. It will be the best thing that you could do for yourself and your business and for your family, and break that generational curse that's been placed upon some of us.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So go ahead, drop in the chat. What was one thing would I say that inspire you? And what are some of the actions you're gonna take after you listen to this powerful story? I want you to go ahead, drop it in the chat. What was one thing that inspired you, and what is one action you're gonna take as a result of this powerful story? Because one thing is about share, like Rhoda is a busy woman, and she's going to a lot, and being able to take some time out of a busy schedule to be here for us. Oh, y'all don't know. I can't tell y'all everything, but like I'm telling you, like I hope you appreciate this. This meant a lot because she has a lot going on, and like in her personal life and her business. And she took some time to come here and come and inspire total strangers online. And I hope that meant something for you. And I don't want that time to be wasted. I want you to have a shift. I want you to take something that you're gonna take actions after what her story. She shared her story that you're gonna take action on something, because that way she can impact. That's her impact in her contribution to the world. When she shared her story and you take action, that is a contribution to the world, right? So okay, awesome. They saying like their mindset is shifting. Somebody say she's a Jamaican like myself, and I know that she came from less to something. I'm
Yep,
motivated.
you got that right.
Yeah, my mindset is shifting. I'm ready. Change your mindset. Yes, yes, yes. So yes, awesome, awesome.
Change your mindset. Change
Yes.
your mindset. Change your mindset. I tell you, one of my favorite scriptures, and again, I can't help myself because that's just who I am. One of my favorite Bible verses: God's people perish because of lack of knowledge. What you don't know will hurt you. Don't let people say what you don't know that won't hurt you. That's not true. What you don't know will hurt you. If you don't know how to scale from 20 hours a week to 100 hours a week, that's hurting you, right? Because you could do a whole lot more with 100 hours versus 20 hours. So the point that I'm trying to make again to you is do it. Do it. Do it. Sue didn't pay me to be on here, y'all.
I surely did it.
She didn't. So this is not a paid thing. This is just the truth from our hearts. That's all.
And actually, let me tell you something, guys. And this is like a transparent moment. Like Rhoda is one of the person. It's like whatever I do, like I say, all of my course, she's in there. Okay. Yeah. Monique saying nothing is scripted ever with you. Yeah. This wasn't scripted. We just flow with the conversation. Basically, I just called Rhoda. Hey, I would like you to be a guest on the show. Come on in, and that's basically it. There's no preparation or anything. Just like come, let's be a guest on the show. But one thing I can tell you, when you really, because Woda comes to every single thing that I do, whether it's free, paid, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And it can be something about startup, and I see Woda showing up. I'm like, what are you doing? In my heart, I'm like, what's she doing here? But she's showing up. But one thing I can tell you, when you make a transformation on someone's life that is so huge, they keep coming back. It's like they want to give you back. They keep coming back, and that's me and Rhoda. Like I don't have to say much. Rhoda, like when you were able, and of course, I'm not just the one. Like I'm a resource. God is the source, because I never want to take God's glory and say, "Oh yeah, Sue is I am the bomb.com." But I'm just a resource. Okay?
I like that.
I am not the source. the strategy that I'm able to give people and they're able to implement, they come from the source, not from me. Of course, I'm still amazing. I'm the bomb.com. I'm confident. I believe in what I know, but I also know my place. I know I'm a resource and not the source. But when you transform people's life, they want more, come back, they want to give back. And it's just like it's an honor for them to give back. And like she said, yeah, I just had to call on Rhoda. And a lot of my students, I just have to call on them. Hey, come in here, share your story. Let's inspire some people. And that's exactly how we got here. So yeah, so thank you guys. I'm excited for what's happening in the future. Keep an eye on your email. So when I don't know if I'm doing one next week because next week will be close to the conference. But keep an eye for the next time that I do this. Make sure you get your ticket because we almost sold out. So get your ticket for the conference. Like seriously, I'm not pushy. I am not. If you want to make a decision, it's gonna be for yourself. Make the decision. I'm not gonna like force you to make the decision. What I'm gonna tell you, this conference will change your life if you let it. So if you know you need a breakthrough, if you know like you've been trying to take your business to the next level, if you've been thinking about starting your business, the conference is not gonna let you teach you how to start your business, because I have to make this clear, because sometimes people come out there with the wrong expectation. They're like, oh, I came to this conference to start. No, it's not gonna help you start your business. But even if you're just getting started, you will learn so much. So that will put you ahead of your competitor. Okay, so even if you like the conference is for you, if you already have a business or you're just getting started, like I say, if you're getting started, it's not gonna help you start your business, but you're gonna get so much information, it will put you ahead of your competitors by miles. Okay, so whether you started, hold on, somebody's muted. Whether you're just starting or you're already a veteran, you want to make sure you come to the conference. Like move whatever you need to move. Don't let anything stop you. If you already purchased your conference, be on the lookout, because like once it's time for the conference, something gonna come up and say, some problem gonna come up stopping you from getting your blessing. But whatever's coming up, say no, not today, not today, not today, not today. Okay, because those are obstacles stopping you to get from your blessing. If you haven't purchased your ticket, things gonna come up too. Like you're thinking about it, and you're like, oh, let me figure this out. Things gonna come up. So what I'm gonna advise you to do, make the commitment first, then figure it out later. Because if you don't make the commitment, other things gonna start popping up, then you're gonna be lost. You're gonna get sidetracked. So you wanna make sure you make the commitment, then figure it out later. So that's what I'll say. Monique in the chat say, listen, everyone, I attended Sue's conference last year and thought all the info I was receiving was great and tangible. However, I thought that was I needed, but little did I know I needed a mentor for life. Oh, okay, I see what she said. However, I thought that was all I needed, but little did I know that I needed a mentor for life. So I will be back at the conference as well as taking advantage of anything she has to offer from here on out. Make the commitment and figure that later. What are the hours? Yeah, thank you. Anybody else have questions? Nola has questions. What are the hours of the first year conference? The hours, the hours, the hours. Should we talk about the hours? The hours might scare you, but let's talk. What did you say? What that? Oh, you muted. You muted.
The hours is long with your natural eyes, but I'm telling you, with everything that's going on and the hype with the moderator, I would call them sometimes, they drop so much energy on you that you don't even realize that it's 7 o'clock and you're still there. But it's absolutely awesome. Trust me, I get lost after I think I get what I want to get when I go to church, but this right here is on a complete different scale, honey.
Awesome. Yeah, so the hours we have now, Tuesday, we start with Tuesday the 13th, we started with the millionaire praise party and a teaching session. I believe it's at 6:30 or let's say 6 to 8:30. That's the time for Tuesday night. Then Wednesday and Thursday with 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Right? And then Friday we finish early. So it's Friday 9 to like 5 or max 6. on Friday, but the hours are fluid, y'all, okay? Because you can do nothing else. The hours are fluid, so it's fluid. So I may finish a little later or a little earlier. The hours are fluid. So that's the hours for that. Whether you're doing virtual or you're doing in person, those are the hours you get. Is the VIP conference available virtual also, or is it just for general admission? As of now, I only have VIP for general admission. I only have virtual for general admission, but not VIP. But if that's something you want, I can make it happen. We just have to talk. But on the website, I only have virtual for general admission. And you can always register for that. And if we talk and I can make VIP happen for you, all you have to do will be paying the difference that you have to pay, basically. Any other questions? Did that answer your question, Shanika? Did that answer your question, Nola? Did that? And Monique say time goes by fast because it's continuing motivation, inspiration, lots of info and networking. And this year is gonna be better, y'all. We have better hotel, because this hotel is on the beach front, like you're right on the beach. Like we have different speakers coming up, and some speakers I haven't even announced yet. So this year's gonna be like we taking it up a notch this year. It's gonna be even better than last year. So I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited. A tiny nervous, but I know it's just like because there's so many things we're preparing. But like I'm very excited about it. I know it's gonna be amazing. And we're ready to pour into you. And one thing I pray for everybody that's coming at the conference, and make sure the right people are in the room. Like, because I take this really seriously, that the people that are there are the people that I'm called to serve, that the people that what I'm going to teach them, that's what they need, that each one of you will come and actually get what you need. Monique say we can enjoy the beach because you got us in class all day. I'm gonna try to do better. I'm planning to do better, but I have a feeling I may not do. Oh, when it comes to the hours, okay. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better with the hours so you guys can enjoy the beach. But we're gonna have to see how that goes. When we're there, we're gonna have to see the flow to see. But on my schedule, I'm trying to do better to put time so you guys can enjoy the beach. Okay. I'm trying. Yes. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So it's gonna be awesome. So make sure you are there. So I'm only talking about owning a home care agency back in 2019, but never made a move as I have no clue where to start. A friend sent me the link to send. That's how I'm here. I wish I known this in 2018. So we are glad that you are here. We are glad
not too late. It's not too late, y'all. It's not too late.
Definitely not too late. And then we can have a conversation if you like. We can help you get started if you need that. We can book a free call and with somebody from my team, and then they can have a conversation. So if you like that, my team can drop the link in the chat. They will drop the link in the chat. They will drop the link in the chat. Charmin say, when are you doing another conference? We will be doing another conference next year, but I don't know the dates yet. But usually we drop the dates of the next conference during the current conference. So by June 13, we will know the dates of the next conference. We will know the dates, but y'all can take my husband for another conference, because every time I do a conference, I'm like, this is a lot of work. I'm not doing this again. There's like, no, we need to do another one next year. And I already told him, like, I'm not doing this again. It's like, no, we need to do another one next year. So we're gonna be doing another one next year, but I don't have the dates yet because we have to secure the hotel. So we haven't done that. But by June 13th to the 16th, you will know, because we'll let the people know at the conference about the date for the next year. Any other questions? Drop it in there. But while you're dropping your question, let me thank Rhoda. Rhoda is there. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. You know how much I love you. Professional love you in private and in public. So do you have any last word you want to say to the people? Any last word you want to say to the people? Any last word?
I just I just pray and ask the Lord just to shift your minds, and if you're hanging on the fence of not trusting or believing in this right here, I'm praying and asking the Lord to open your eyes and your hearts and your mind to understand that this person that's sitting right here is a living, breathing testimony of exactly what you are thinking. That it is not real. This is just a hype. It cannot be. This is not true. I just want to assure you that we would not come here and give you something that's not true. I want you to trust me that I've had the great opportunity to work with Sue, not with Sue, work under Sue's leadership. And even though I gave her a big fight, I think if I'm truthful, and if we are, and Sue is truthful too, I think I was one of her biggest skeptics. It was really bad, and I turned it around, and I'm telling you, you can do the same thing. That's my final.
You were definitely one of the biggest ones. Then I think I
Yes.
have a couple that kind of like went all overboard. They kind of like they survived. Yeah. Anyways, I'll give this last story and then we'll go. So I know this one guy, and he was on Facebook, has no picture, and he wants to talk to me about getting started with his business. And we talk, he book a call, we talk, and then after that, it's basically just kind of like, it's asking me all kind of questions. It is like, I don't think this thing is gonna work because I think you're a scammer. And it's like I've heard it all, y'all. And if something is on your mind,
I did say
you can tell me this. I'm telling you, I won't get offended. Like, because I honor people's feeling and I understand how people feel, especially online when you don't know people. I promise you can tell me anything. So this guy, he's from Texas. It's like I basically, that's not how he said it, but that's what I heard. Okay. Just like, you're a scammer. I'm gonna give this money. I don't know if I'm gonna get what I did. It's like, I need you to give me like 5 references. I need one person that started with you when you first started this business. I need one other person that started with you 2 years ago. I need one person that started with you a year ago. I'm like, oh no. It's like, can I have their number? I'm like, oh, no. We're not gonna do this because I can give you my client's number. That's like private information. But I'm like, you can always check. You check out in the group, check out online and see. And I'm like, I don't even know if I want to work with you. Because I'm like, this is getting a little crazy, a little. But ended out one of the best client as well. We ended up working and ended up one of the best clients, started his business and doing really good. A lot of times the most skeptic people ended up being like the best one, my very best client. So if you're thinking of anything, don't be afraid. If you think like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna work, tell me. I won't get offended. I promise you, because I've already heard it all. I've heard it all, and I totally understand, because not everybody is doing the right thing online. So I totally understand. But guys, it was fun being here with you. And like, before I even get to this live, I was like, well, I'm not feeling good. But this is what I was made to do. Like, just being here and seeing you guys, I got excited. I forgot if I was feeling good. And now I feel like 100% better. So thank you guys. I love you. I love you. Thank you, Rhoda. Thank you. And I'll see you at the conference. Oh, get your conference ticket, because we're gonna be sold out. So don't wait until we sold out. Get your conference ticket right now. So I'll see you guys later. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
And I'm located here in Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland. And I have been licensed since 2012.
Yeah, so 2012 to 2022 is
the same weekend of the summit was the anniversary, and I didn't realize until I came back home. It was
today's your 10-year anniversary
at the summit. I'm not the summit. The Blueprint to Millions. Yeah. I didn't even remember until I came back home.
Wow. So Rhoda has been in business for 10 years, y'all. 10 years. So give them a little bit about your background. Who are you? Because a lot of time people like, hey, I need to be a nurse. I need to have 100 degrees before I get started. Give them a little bit of your background, what you did before this, a little bit of your background.
So as you can hear, I have an accent. I'm originally from Jamaica. I migrated to this country back in the early 90s. I went to school and did business administration when I was back home in Jamaica. When I came here, I did some accounting and business, but I just did not really like that at all. Back in Jamaica, I had a grandmother who had a stroke, and it was myself, my sister, my cousin. I think 12, and my sister and my cousin were both 10 years old. And we took turns taking care of her. And that actually kind of put something in my heart. That's where the passion of caregiving started. And when I came to the United States, the first job that I got was taking care of this Italian woman. Her name was Dorothy Bernardio. And that was my first job. And that's where everything started.
Awesome. So basically you're telling us you work as we have the business background, the accounting background, but really in healthcare, your only background is being a caregiver. You're not a nurse, right?
No.
Okay. Because I know some people in here, they're like, oh, I don't have all the degrees. I'm not a nurse. Can I still do that? You got your answer. You don't have to be a nurse. You don't have to have all of those fancy degrees. You can do that. So like, what is the number one advice you will give somebody, like if they are just getting started or they thinking about getting started? Because I know getting started is not easy, and we're scared, we're afraid. So what is the number one advice you'll give to, because all the people who are here, most of them, they are just looking to get started. And some of them, and earlier, we share with them like a lot of different things, but I know some of them are afraid. Some of them, they're like, I may like what Sue has to offer, but I don't know. So what is the number one advice you'll give to somebody who's looking to get started?
So I can tell you this. If I had met Sue when I just started in 2012, I would be a multimillionaire now. That's a fact. And I say that to say this. When you get your license, just like Enoch said before earlier, that's just a piece of paper in your hand. It's just a piece of paper. It's nothing it's just looking back at you. So the most important thing for you to do is align yourself with somebody who has walked that road, that can give you some very good information. When I got my license, I paid a consultant, and all I got was a binder, and that's it, nothing else. So everything that I do, I had to do it on my own. I had to learn it on my own. And people don't like sharing anything in this industry. Trust me. The big name guys, you could knock on their door, you could sign up to work, you could volunteer, you're not getting it. So my advice would be align yourself with persons who have gone down that road. And in this 21st century, the only person that I could think of is that right there. She's really good.
Thank you. So to get into that, so I know some people. So I met Rhoda in 2019. She had already started her agency. Like she started in 2012. I met her in 2019. So she had success. I'm not like, it's like, hey, I'm the one that made her successful or anything like that. She already started, she wearing this for 7 years, she was successful. And when she met me, I was running something for people to get more clients. And that's how she found me on Facebook. Like many of you found me on Facebook. But I know many of you maybe just like where Rhoda was. And I want her, like, she probably like, Sue, please.
Don't think so.
I
think it was the worst of the worst.
Yeah. So she was at the point where she's like, and many of you may be here. She's like, I think this lady Sue might be a scam. I don't know if I should sign up for her stuff.
Yep.
I may never see this lady again, and she may run with my money. So those were the thoughts. So actually, so let me let her talk about it before. So Rhoda, when you first met me in 2009, and you see my ads on Facebook, and you wanted to get started with the thing that I was doing for people who have agency already to get more clients, were you hesitant? And tell us some of the things that were running through your mind.
Scammer, scammer, scammer. I did not believe it for one bit. I thought it was a big old scam. And I'm not hurting Sue's feelings. She know she know me. I told her the truth because it is what it is. That's what I thought it was, because it was just too good to be true, honestly. And I gave her a hard time. And it was cheap then. It was dirt cheap. It was like I don't remember how much it was, but it was actually
cheap. It was real cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, let's say it was very inexpensive. Very, very inexpensive. But it was I was getting $1 million information from that. But I was so hesitant. I didn't want to do it. I didn't trust her. I don't know her. I met her on Facebook, and there's a whole lot of stuff that's going on in the tech world. So of course I didn't really buy into it. And she didn't try to hoover over me and you got to do this. You don't know what you're missing. No. She didn't do that. She just leave me, just to keep on figuring what I'm thinking, what I'm saying. And at the last minute, I think the thing was supposed to start the Monday evening or the Tuesday evening, and I did it the midnight before. I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna try it because I know it's just a couple dollars. I'm not gonna lose that much. I was her, and I'm not afraid to say it, I was her biggest skeptic. Now I'm her biggest supporter.
She is.
Bottom line, hands down.
Yeah, she is. She's like the first person that buy everything that I put out. Whatever I say, like she's the one that's telling everybody, like, sign up for whatever Sue's doing and all of those things.
True.
Yeah. But when you sign up, so you were hesitant, but when you sign up, and I can see one of your posts right now, that one of your comments you made in the group that we had at the time. When you sign up, I know you were skeptical, but when you sign up, what did you discover? What did you find? Like, I can remember one of the episodes, like, hey, I was looking for information like this. I'm so glad I found you. But I want you to try to remember, what did you discover after you signed up for that class?
Well, the first discovery that I found, it was actually really true. That was the first discovery. The next discovery is the scripture tells me that people perish because of lack of knowledge. And I thought that I knew a couple stuff until when you opened your mouth and your book and started talking. One of my biggest takeaway from that group was called the billable hours. I can never forget that conversation because I had no idea I know what hours were, but I didn't think of it under that umbrella. So that was like a major eye opener for me. And then I thought, thinking to myself, well, this is really real. This makes so much sense. She is real. This is the truth. This is not a gimmick. So those are the kind of stuff that actually sticks with me. It may not be a major big thing to some people, but when you are doing certain things for 3-4 years and there's another person that pops in and said, so what is this? How do you do that? Do you know this is that? And I'm looking there thinking, wait a minute. I had no clue until you actually mentioned this. So yes, my biggest takeaway then was billable hours. It sounds weird, but I tell you, I learned from that. I check that thing every single week, and it makes me know what's happening a little bit more than I did before. I think that was when I don't remember what you asked, but that's what I thought.
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Then I have 2 more questions before we end this, and I'll take one question from the audience. So then Rhoda joined this program that I was doing. So basically, the first program was something like this, similar,
Right.
it was like a lower end program, just like you came here for something for free. It was like something like really super inexpensive. I think it was like $100, so whatever, I don't remember, but it was something. So, and then when she came to the program, just like you came here to the free thing, hers was like inexpensive. I think it was about $100. And then doing the program, I offer next level support, because like even the inexpensive program, just like the free thing, you're getting a lot of golden nuggets. When Rhoda was in the show, oh, okay, this is what I need. There's more information out there. And when I offer my next level program to continue working, like basically continuing education, Rhoda was the person that signed up for my next level offer. So in the next level offer, a lot of things happen, okay? But we don't have time to go over all of them, okay? But in the next level offer, she signed up for like my program. And doing the next level offer, a lot of great things happened for Rhoda. And I can let her say more. And one of the things that happened for her, and she can confirm what I'm saying, she had one of the best revenue month in her business.
Ever.
She was in business already. Yeah, she was in business already. But when she decided, you know what, when we offer, hey, this is how you can continue working with us, she took us on that offer too. And now through that offer, she was able to have her best revenue month. Let me have you guys do some play. Let me let you play in here. So how much money you think she made as the highest revenue month while she was in our program? I want you to guess in here. Nobody is wrong, nobody is right. Just guess. Just guess in the chat. Guess in the chat. Just guess. Go ahead. Let's start guessing fast, because we don't have, we're running tight on time. Okay. We're running tight on time. Carol say 30K. Okay. Fair enough. Keep going. Keep going. Somebody else. Tani say 100K. You close. Tani is close. Okay. 125. Y'all good. I love you. So Amanda, you wanna tell the people like at that time, and of course that was like 2019, maybe early 2020, whatever time it was. So Rhoda as one says then. Yeah. So tell them, what was your highest revenue back then when you were in our program that month?
Over $70,000
in a month. Yeah, not in a year. Over $70,000 in a month.
Ooh.
He's
I
like,
got chills thinking about it.
Okay, 70K plus in revenue in a month.
And
this already, go ahead.
And it was not 10 or 20 clients either. It was not 10 or 20 clients, you know, and that's the other thing that I learned from you too. It's not about the number of your clients. It's not the number of your billable hours. Because you can have 20 clients and you only have 150 billable hours. You can have 5 clients and you have 3,000 billable hours. So I think if I can remember, if my memory can take me back, I think it was maybe about 7 or 8 clients, or about maybe 8 clients or somewhere around there. Yeah. And I wasn't charging then what I'm charging now. That would be maybe over 130 if it was now versus then. But yeah, that was it.
Hold up, I don't think they heard this. Hold up. I don't think they heard this. Yeah, she made over 70K a month with 7 to 8 clients. Let me get let's get this clear. Okay, Tanya say, wow, yeah, this thing is real, and this is what I want you to think. And let me tell you this thing. And what Rhoda paid me, because we not a franchise or anything. Whatever she pays me, the knowledge she get, I can never take back. She still continue to make money with whatever that I told her, and that she's applying. And even like I know, like a couple months ago, she's like, I got my biggest client, and she posted in her group. And at the time, she wasn't working with me or anything, but she's applying the same knowledge that she got, and she's still applying those knowledge, and the clients are coming her way. So, and I want you to
I just signed one today. I just upped the number today.
Look, okay. I'm just not gonna say anything else. And so I know you may be sitting right here, and I'm like, okay, to get started, like, let me ask you this question. How much will it worth for you to be able, how much like would you pay for somebody to show you how you can get $70,000 a month with 7 to 8 clients? How
70,000? 70,000?
I know. It's like a whole lot. How much would that be worth? How much is that worth for you? I want y'all to tell me in the chat. If somebody were to show you how to get like $70,000 a month with 7 to 8 clients, how much would you pay for this? I need you to tell me, how much would you pay for this? Like somebody say, that's priceless. Yes.
Yeah, but you have to put a price. You got to put a number to it.
Yeah, that is priceless.
Put a number to it, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me. Put a number to it. And listen, again, and the other thing that you have to realize, we have to realize as a people, as us right here, if you understand what I'm saying, what you have to realize, people, you have to open these hands right here for something to come out of it, for something to come back into it. You cannot expect to make $25,000 and only invest $500. It's not going to happen. Listen, we are all business-minded people. We are all business people. We are entrepreneurs. Again, you have to spend money to make money. You have to. And I've learned that over the years, because when I just started, I used to pinch everything. Oh no, I wanted to make my own business card, I wanted to make my own flyers. It didn't make any sense. It cost me more. So my most important thing, if you don't hear anything else from me, don't think about the almighty dollars. Don't think about it too much, because if you do, greatness like this is going to pass us by. It will pass you by. Don't think about the $20,000. Don't think about the $25,000 in the sense of, don't let it scare you. Don't let those dollar signs scare you. Think about what you can have or what you will achieve in the next 6 months to a year. It could be next 1 month. I'm telling you. I had one client, I signed her just last week, and all she needed was 46 hours a week. This morning, she's gone to 24/7. So you may spend this money right here today. You may just get it back by the end of the month. So just don't cut yourself short. Don't do it. Trust me, don't do it. Don't do it, my sisters and my brothers. Don't do it. Don't do it. Take a chance on yourself. That's the best thing that you can do.
I know you've been watching them. Hey, it's Sue Dennis here. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. I know you've been watching them for a while, and by now you know what I do. I help people like you start, grow, and scale their profitable non-medical home care agency. I know you've been enjoying this content, but guess what? Now it is time that we meet in person. Yes, you heard that right. Next month, we are having our annual Blueprint to Millions conference in South Florida, to be exact, June 13th to the 16th. And let me tell you, you got to be in the room. This year, we're taking it up a notch. Everything is brand new. The content is brand new. Even our hotel is brand new, because this year we're doing it at a beach front hotel. Yes, but not just only that, we are about to teach you the things that you need to grow your home care agency. So I'm going to be teaching you about how to have predictable income month after month in your home care agency. Let's show some receipts over here. Y'all see this amazing checks right here? I'm going to do a session to show you how to get big checks like this on a regular. So if you want that, you want to make sure you are in the room. Not only that, we bringing team of experts. I'm having Enoch Banner's gonna be in the room. He's gonna be teaching us who do we need to be to have a business that can bring us millions, okay? Because you have to be a certain type of people, because your business cannot grow faster than you. We having Joy Bidman. She's the HR specialist going to teach us how to hire the good people, how to keep people. My lawyer, Cora Davis, is gonna be in the building and teaching us how to stay legally protected in our business and more. So you have to be in the room. You're also gonna get to network with other people in the business that are killing it and who are willing to share their strategies with you. But here's what getting me even more excited. We breaking out something that's gonna disrupt the industry, okay? When I say disrupt, I mean it. Disrupt the industry. We bringing our new AI marketing software for home care. Yes, so that way, even when you're sleeping, your AI can still be marketing for you. You don't have to lose any calls from customers, whether you're awake or you're sleeping at night. The AI software is gonna work in your favor to market your agency for you. You got to be in the room. This event is gonna be sold out as always. Right now, we only have less than 20 tickets left, so make sure you get your ticket today. And if you say, Sue, I can't make it in person right now, guess what? We also have virtual ticket. Now, let me tell you, virtual is not the same experience as in person. If you can't make it in person, you need to be in the room in person. If you totally can't make it and you don't want to miss something out, then do virtual. We also have virtual tickets. So go ahead, get your ticket today before we are sold out.
I'm so excited to be here. It's been 3 days and the energy is amazing. I mean, Sue and Enoch are the best in the business and they know what they're doing. So I came here looking to build my business, but I came out with so much more. I mean, God is a God of order. You can't just have money in your family not in order. You can't have order if you spiritually you're not in the right space. And Sue and Enoch touch everything.
We had a great time. It was wonderful. Everybody got their money's worth. Everybody is going home full. Everyone here's a deep diver. We're happy. We're satisfied. We look forward to the next event. Thank you.
This is day 3. And let me tell you, I cannot wait to get home. I have learned so much. I'm like a sponge. Even though I've been in this business for 3 years, you can never learn enough. Like Sue just took this entire thing to another level. So if you're watching this, you need to be here next year and the following year and the following.
Last 3 days here at the Blueprint to Millions has been fantabulous. It has been awesome. I would suggest anyone, if you're trying to get into this business, to give Sue a try. A couple years ago, me and my business partner, we ran into Sue and we did not take the opportunity to take advantage of this masterclass that she's offering. And I feel like we missed out on an opportunity. We could have been way advanced in our business, but guess what? Not this time. We took advantage of it and we're excelling. We're going deep and we're going to be millionaires.
I am here at the Blueprint to Million conference, gaining a whole lot of knowledge from Sue and Enoch. This conference has been very empowering. It has given me tools and steps that I can propel my business to the next level. I am so happy to be joining their mastermind program that I have, because I know with their help, with their leadership and implementing the skills that they have given me, that I will take my business to the next step by becoming my first millionaire in my family.
I've gained so much knowledge. I've gone back with knowing how to implement, knowing how to take big risks, knowing how to partner with others, and also to network with other people. It's been fantastic.